Today guys, we're going to be looking at 34 Fortnite pickaxes only tryhards own. If you guys are looking for a brand new tryhard pickaxe to use in Chapter 5 Season 2, then this is the perfect video for you today, because with over 1,500 different pickaxes in the game, it can be very hard to find the best pickaxes to use, but that is exactly what we are looking at in this video. Make sure to go down, hit the like and the subscribe button if you are new, and use code KYROYT if you are buying any of these pickaxes. But let's just get straight into it guys, and we are starting off with the Splinters staff. Now this was added in Chapter 5 Season 1 with the Ninja Turtles collab. I feel like this pickaxe sort of flew under the radar with not too many people actually buying this or picking it up, but I feel like it is one of the better pickaxes that we have seen, and I also have really only seen tryhard players using it. That is fueled by one of the biggest pros in the world, Clicks, actually maining this pickaxe over the last few seasons. Whenever you go to watch one of his streams or YouTube videos over the last few weeks, it always seems like he is using this pickaxe. It does have a really clean design though. It is so simplistic. It just has a really good color theme to it as well, which means that it is going to fit in with all of your favorite skins, regardless of if they are tryhard or not, and of course regardless of if they are simplistic or some of the more detailed skins in the game. Let's move on though guys to the number 33 position, and we have the Hot Dagger. This is definitely one of the more interesting pickaxes we're going to be talking about. I feel like not too many people really even know this exists, but it is definitely a pickaxe that I've only ever seen tryhard players using. It actually is really clean. It is part of the Gaming Legends series as well, which is one of my favorite series. I just feel like there are some truly incredible pickaxes in here, but again, because they only feature in the store once or twice, we just don't see that many people using them. It can also be quite hard to find skins that match in with this. It isn't the most detailed skin in terms of size, but I feel like there are a lot of features to this, so you probably want to use a more simplistic or a darker themed skin with this in order for this pickaxe to look really good. Let's move on though to another collab pickaxe, and this is Ray's Quarterstaff. Now this would have to be the best Star Wars pickaxe we have seen in the game. There are so many Star Wars pickaxes in Fortnite, so I feel like we have to have at least one in the game that is quite popular and tryhard, and Ray's Quarterstaff just is that pickaxe. We have seen some of the other pickaxes like Ahsoka's staff, and of course the Electro staff getting quite popular as well, but I feel like Ray's Quarterstaff is the only one that we've really seen tryhard players using. I feel like that is because this is really simplistic and detailed at the same time. It really only has one color to it, but the closer up you actually get to this pickaxe, you can see how much detail there actually is on this, and that is what I love about it. And since we are on the topic of collab pickaxes, we may as well move on to another one, and this is the Dark Place Lamp. I am a huge fan of this. It is a little bit lesser known in the Fortnite community because we just don't really see that many people using it, although we have actually seen Clicks using this in the past, so I feel like that is why this should gain a lot of popularity in the future. Whenever Clicks does start using skins or pickaxes in the game, they do end up becoming quite tryhard, and even if they don't get the popularity they deserve, they should eventually get popularity over time, and I feel like that might actually happen with the Dark Place Lamp. It has been a few weeks since he last used this though, so I feel like we really need to see him using it again for it to gain some more popularity, and of course, as we've already talked about, these just don't feature in the store that often either. Let's move on though to a non-collab pickaxe, and this is the Spectral Axe. This is easily one of my favorite pickaxes that we have seen being added to the game, and again, it is a pickaxe that really only tryhard players have actually bought. We don't see that many people using this in Fortnite today because it is really hard to find skins that actually fit in with this, but what I really enjoy about it is how detailed this actually is. It was sort of like a Galaxy pickaxe before we even had the Galaxy pickaxes in the game, so if you are a fan of these highly detailed pickaxes and of course want to use something that is going to make you stand out a lot, then the Spectral Axe is the perfect choice. It is obviously a lot cheaper than the Galaxy pickaxe as well, which is the Stellar Axe, and if you guys want to know what skins I've actually been using with this, I feel like Glitch is a really good choice. You can always use the superhero skins with this, and of course some of the more colorful and bright skins as well are going to look really good. I feel like Aubrey is an amazing skin to pair this with, and it is definitely going to make you guys try hard in Chapter 5 Season 2. If you do want a little bit more of a simplistic pickaxe though, then I feel like the Golden Touch might be a better option, and this is also a lot newer because it was just added to the game in Chapter 5 Season 2. This is the pickaxe designed for Ascendant Midas. We obviously know how good that skin is, so I feel like the pickaxe for this also was just always going to gain some popularity and tryhard status in Season 2, and it definitely has. We've seen a lot of people using this pickaxe with some of the other popular tryhard skins in the game like Lara Croft, and especially the golden edit style of Lara Croft. I actually feel like those items work so well together, but this is definitely a pickaxe I recommend you guys buy in Fortnite the next time it features in the store. Obviously, it is a little bit bigger than some of the other pickaxes we have already talked about, so that is why I feel like we also had to include Womens Mace in this video. Womens Mace was a collab pickaxe from the Invincible collab. We have talked about a bunch of collab pickaxes, but Womens Mace, similar to things like the Dark Place Lamp, have actually been used by a few different pros and streamers in the past. This has a really clean design to it. It is a cell-shaded pickaxe though, which is probably why it doesn't have the popularity in Fortnite today that other pickaxes do. I feel like if this also had an edit style of just a regular Fortnite pickaxe, then we would see a bunch more people using it, but since it does have that cell-shaded variant, it was really popular when it first got added and has now died down a lot. Still though, if you are a fan of the Invincible show, or just like the way this looks, then this is a pickaxe you need to use for the rest of Season 2. That takes us forward though guys, and next up we have the Determination Daggers. These were just added to the game with the latest FNCS skin bundle. This is actually a really clean bundle. We got a remake of Siren added to the game, which is something that I never thought would actually be added to Fortnite. Siren has just been so tryhard that I feel like Fortnite really didn't want to make this skin even more popular than it was, so it did take a really long time before they added in different variants of this, and now we have the Agency Renegades bundle version of this, and of course the brand new FNCS style of this skin as well, which just makes it even better. The Determination Daggers were a perfect pickaxe to pair with this. I just feel like they match in with it so perfectly and could easily become a lot more tryhard and popular in the future. I feel like because these are double-handed pickaxes though, we just don't see that many people using them at the moment. A lot of people do prefer to use the more simplistic ones that we have in the game, but there are always a few that do gain some popularity, and hopefully the Determination Daggers are those pickaxes. Let's move on guys, and next up we have the Studded Axe. There is no doubt that this is one of the most try-hard pickaxes we are ever going to see, and that isn't going to change anytime soon. So obviously when Fortnite added in a pickaxe to the game that is quieter than any other pickaxe we have ever seen, of course it was going to become popular and try-hard almost overnight. I feel like what else really helped this is that it is really simplistic and has a really clean design. If it was really detailed or really big and bulky and was still quieter than every other pickaxe, then it might not get the popularity that the Studded Axe currently has. But because this is not only a really clean looking pickaxe and also extremely quiet, I feel like that has just helped boost this to a level like we have never seen before. I am sort of surprised Fortnite hasn't actually fixed this just yet, but I still think it is a pickaxe that most of you guys probably already own. That takes us forward though to the number 25 position, and we have the Reaper. Now the Reaper is one of the most OG pickaxes we have in the game, but I feel like it is still quite tryhard in Fortnite today, so we just had to include it on the list. Now this doesn't mean that everyone using this pickaxe is going to be tryhard, but there are definitely some players in Fortnite that are very tryhard that still use this, and I feel like that is because they want to flex that they are an OG player of Fortnite, especially if people are pairing this with skins like the Ghoul Trooper, the Skull Trooper, or the Renegade Raider, then you know they are going to be one of the best players in the game. Fortnite actually had an opportunity to make this one of the most tryhard pickaxes in the game. Back during Chapter 1 Season 1, this was added to the item shop with the Skull Trooper and the Ghoul Trooper, but Fortnite actually decided to add this back to the item shop only a few months later, which completely ruined the rareness of this pickaxe, and I feel like removed how tryhard it was as well. If they had have actually left this as one of the rarest pickaxes in the game, then I have no doubt in my mind that so many people would be wanting to use this today. But one pickaxe that I feel like would be a little bit more popular is the Philosopher's tool. Now these were just added to the game with the Philosopher Bananocrity skin, one of the more complicated named skins in the game, but definitely one of the biggest meme skins we're ever going to see. I feel like a lot of people are going to be buying that skin, and you can actually get these pickaxes for really cheap, so it just makes sense that we include them on this list as well. Now I don't know how tryhard these are going to be. I feel like they could actually gain quite a bit of popularity as we move into Season 3, but the one downside to this is that these actually are dual-handed pickaxes. A lot of people do just prefer to use the default styled pickaxes that we have in Fortnite, regardless of if that does have a custom animation or it is a reactive pickaxe. I feel like people just prefer the default styled pickaxes, so we don't really see too many dual wielding pickaxes actually being that popular. And that is why I feel like our next pickaxe is going to be one that might be a little bit more popular and tryhard in the future, and that is going to be the Air Nomad Staff. Now we haven't really talked about too many cell shaded pickaxes in this video, and I feel like that is because because we never really see too many of them becoming tryhard in Fortnite, but the Nomad Staff has been quite popular over the last few weeks, and I feel like it definitely will become even more popular in the future. It just has such an amazing design. I really do like the way this looks. It is really simplistic. It has a custom animation as well, which is what a lot of people actually want from a pickaxe, so I feel like this could only increase in popularity in the future. It could also become quite rare because it is part of the limited series battle pass that we have seen for the Avatar collab, so we just don't know how often this will reappear in the store in the future, because sometimes they do add these with extra bundles, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. One pickaxe that probably won't be added back for quite a while though has to be the Slusher, and this is definitely a pickaxe that I think is going to be better than the Nomad Staff. It does also only set you back 500 V-Bucks, which is insane considering this is a collab pickaxe. It actually came to the game with the Michael Myers skin, which is one of the most iconic Halloween skins of all time, and if you guys don't already own this, then it probably will feature in the store around October or when we get the next Halloween update. I'm a big fan of this though. I think this pickaxe is so underrated today, and it definitely is a pickaxe that a lot of tryhard players absolutely love. It is hard to find a pickaxe that has been more tryhard than the Raiders Revenge though, and it probably could be finishing up a lot higher in this video, but I just feel like it is so rare that hardly anyone actually owns this. I don't remember the last time I saw someone using this. I mean, it was just so long ago because this was only available during Chapter 1 Season 1 in the seasonal shop, which was basically like a battle pass before we had a battle pass. I think that is so insane. I feel like if Fortnite did add this back, a lot more people would be using it, obviously because it is so iconic. We have seen other pickaxes very similar to this being added back to the game, like the Red Hot Revenge. I feel like they definitely need to make a Winterfest variant of this pickaxe as well, because that would be so cool to see, but we just had to include the Raiders Revenge on this list because of how good it actually is. Let's move on though guys to the number 20 position, and we have the Vault Guardian. Now the Vault Guardian is one of my favorite pickaxes, so I would have loved to include this a lot higher up in this video, but I feel like it has started to drop off in popularity during Chapter 5. You could actually buy this for only 500 V-Bucks, and if you were a grinder back during Chapter 4, you might have even been able to unlock it for free in the mini battle pass that we got during Chapter 4 Season 1. This was a really good pickaxe. It is sort of like a combined version of all of the other crowbar pickaxes that we already have in the game. The Gold Crow has been really popular. The original crowbar has also been really popular in the past, but the Vault Guardian has by far been the most tryhard one, and he's just on a completely different level. One pickaxe that you probably won't see too many of these players using though would have to be the Bad Joke. We've talked about so many tryhard pickaxes in this video, but we just had to include this because it is such a big meme pickaxe that I feel like a lot of tryhard players have started to use as well. This was actually available in the Last Laugh bundle, so it did set you back around $40, which was quite expensive, but for a pickaxe and a bundle this well designed, it was so worth it. You did also get another pickaxe in this bundle, which was the Joker's Revenge, which people might prefer a little bit more, but personally I feel like the Bad Joke is by far the best one. It can definitely be hard to find skins to pair this with, which might be the only downside to it, but there is no doubt this is one of my favorite pickaxes in my locker. One pickaxe that is better than this that I unfortunately do not own has to be the Diamond Jack. This is one of the most tryhard pickaxes we are ever going to see, and one of the rarest pickaxes in the game as well. It came to Fortnite with the Travis Scott collab, one of the most sought after collabs in the entire history of the game. So many people want this skin because it is only featured in the store once, so obviously this pickaxe is only featured in the store once as well. I was actually lucky enough to buy the skin, and I thought that this would return to the store all the time, so I thought I would just buy the pickaxe at a later date because I didn't have enough V-Bucks to buy it, and now it is one of the rarest items in the game and one of the most tryhard pickaxes as well, so I should have just bought some more V-Bucks, but hopefully it does return to the store in the future soon, and I'm sure all of you guys will be buying this if it does get added back. Let's move on though guys to the number 17 position, and we have Catwoman's Grappling Claw. Catwoman's Grappling Claw is another really good collab pickaxe that has become a lot more tryhard during Chapter 4 and of course Chapter 5. This was added back during Chapter 2 Season 6, which is actually a really long time ago. I thought it was going to become tryhard as soon as it got added, but it really took a while before people started to realize how good this pickaxe was. Honestly, for only 800 V-Bucks, it just makes it even better. It has started to drop off already in Season 2 just because a lot of people used it a bunch during Season 1, but I feel like if Fortnite do add this back to the store soon, we just will see more and more people using it. It is quite big and bulky though, so if you do want to use a pickaxe that is a little bit smaller, then the driver might be a better choice. This has been in the game for a lot longer, being first added in Chapter 1 Season 5, and you can pick this up for only 500 V-Bucks. Similar to a lot of these other pickaxes, we don't have any edit styles for it, but there is a pickaxe that was added that looks very similar to this, and that is the Dauntless Driver. It is pretty much identical to this, but with 4 different edit styles instead of just 1. But for some reason, that almost gained no popularity, and I'm sure a lot of you guys didn't even know that pickaxe exists. So if you had no idea, then make sure to let me know in the comments down below. One pickaxe you guys definitely know about though would have to be the Scully Scepter. This is another 500 V-Buck pickaxe. It is so popular in Fortnite today, and is basically an exact copy of the Star Wand, but instead of Fortnite adding it as an edit style, they decided to add it as a separate pickaxe. It would have been a lot better if this was just an edit style for the Star Wand, but still, I feel like this has been really popular in Fortnite today, and definitely one of the most try-hard pickaxes we have seen. A lot of pros and streamers have been using it as well. It sort of reminds me of the bad joke where it can be a try-hard pickaxe and also a meme pickaxe as well, which I feel like is what a lot of pickaxes are in Fortnite at the moment, and it also does feature in the store very, very often, so if you guys don't own this just yet, you'll probably only have to wait a few more days in order to get it again. One pickaxe though that you will have to wait a lot longer for is the Scratcher, and that was because this is part of the Battle Pass during Chapter 5 Season 1, which effectively means it is never going to be available again. It is definitely unfortunate if you guys missed out on this because it is such an amazing pickaxe. It is also the pickaxe designed for the Peter Griffin skin, so what we were just talking about where we have a pickaxe that can be tryhard and a meme pickaxe as well, I feel like the Scratcher fits that absolutely perfectly. It is so funny. I love using this a lot, but again, the cell shading variant for this is what lets it down. If there was an edit style where it was cell shaded and then just also a regular gradient for the rest of the Fortnite items, I feel like that would have made it a lot more popular and we would see more people using it, but it has already pretty much dropped off completely and we just don't see that many people using it today. One pickaxe that I've started to use though in Season 2 would have to be the Ebon Heart Battle Axe. I feel like this is quite tryhard in Fortnite today because it reminds a lot of people of the Leviathan Axe, so if you did miss out on buying the Leviathan Axe, then the Ebon Heart Battle Axe is a great secondary option. It has a very similar design, but apart from having a custom animation, the Ebon Heart Battle Axe is just a regular designed Fortnite pickaxe with a regular animation, and it isn't reactive either, so I feel like a lot of pros and streamers might actually prefer to use the Ebon Heart Battle Axe. It can be really hard to find skins that pair with this, but I have honestly found that almost every single skin in your locker is going to work with this because of how simplistic the colors are for this pickaxe. It doesn't have any bright colors, it isn't really big and bulky either, so I feel like you can actually end up using most skins with this, which just makes it that much better. One pickaxe that is quite similar to this in terms of design though would have to be the Immortal War Doru. This was actually the Fortnite crew pickaxe for April and came to the game with the Ares skin. Now, even though this is similar in design to the Ebon Heart Battle Axe, the Immortal War Doru does actually have a custom animation, and that is sort of how it is different to a lot of other pickaxes that we have seen in the past. Fortnite always like to add single-handed pickaxes or pickaxes with custom animation and dual-handed pickaxes in the Fortnite crew bundle, so I definitely wasn't surprised to see a custom animation on the Immortal War Doru. Obviously, with the Fortnite crew bundles at the moment as well, we will see even more edit styles for this being added in the future, which is only going to make it better. Another brand new pickaxe that has actually been quite tryhard is the Necro Swords. Now, these are added with the latest Marvel collab that we have in Chapter 5 Season 2, and they came to the game with the Hela skin. This is actually a really unique looking pickaxe. I feel like it has the design of a single-handed pickaxe, but when you actually go to swing it, it swings like a default pickaxe, which is what a lot of pros and streamers actually prefer. We don't see a lot of pros and streamers using dual-wielded pickaxes or these single-handed pickaxes with custom animations, so the fact that this is a single-handed pickaxe but with the default animation is going to help this a lot in the future, and this could easily become one of the more tryhard pickaxes for Season 3, especially among the collab pickaxes that we do have in the game. I love this a lot lot though. I'm a big Marvel fan, so I guess I just had to always buy this and make sure that it was one of the better pickaxes in my locker. But so far it has not disappointed, and I highly recommend you guys pick this up the next time it's in the store. Let's move on to a pickaxe that has been in the game a lot longer, and this is the Star Wand. We had to include the Star Wand in this video, and I feel like a lot of you guys might even think this should be finishing up a lot higher. The Star Wand is an 800 V-Buck pickaxe in Fortnite. It has been in the game since Chapter 1, Season 8, and is almost as tryhard as any pickaxe is ever going to be. It is actually kind of crazy how many people have been using this. I do love this a lot, but I feel like it has been so overused in Fortnite today that people are just starting to use some other pickaxes that they already own, and one of them would have to be the Candy Axe, even though this is in a pretty similar position. I mean, this is one of the more expensive item shop pickaxes we're ever going to see, coming in at 1,500 V-Bucks, which is kind of crazy, but it was added even earlier in Fortnite in Chapter 1, Season 1. That is so insane. I cannot believe how expensive this pickaxe was, and of course how popular this has been for such a long time. I do love this a lot though, and I feel like a lot of people are starting to switch between the Star Wand and the Candy Axe quite a bit in Fortnite, just so they aren't using the same pickaxe over and over again. I do feel like less people are using some of the newer pickaxes that we have though, and one of them would have to be the War Hammers. Now these are a little bit more unique than some of the other pickaxes we've talked about because they were just added with the Avatar collab in Season 2, and they are cell shaded pickaxes, and of course dual-handed pickaxes as well. So I feel like there is quite a small population of Fortnite players that are going to be using this a bunch, and even if they are quite tryhard at the moment, they probably won't stay tryhard for too long. I just thought we had to talk about them though because I do really like the way they look. There are going to be some pickaxes that are a lot better than this though, and one of them would have to be Widow's Bite. Widow's Bite was added to the game in Chapter 1, Season 8, the same season that we got the Star Wand, and what made this so good is that this was the pickaxe designed for Black Widow. We actually never saw this being re-added to the item shop up until a few weeks ago. As you guys know, all of the Marvel items feature in the store like every 3 weeks, but Widow's Bite had never returned. This was such an amazing pickaxe though. I am so happy Fortnite decided to add this back to the game, and I feel like it is only going to become better and more tryhard in the future. It is without a doubt the best Marvel pickaxe we have in Fortnite, but I still feel like it isn't as popular or as tryhard as something like the Icebreaker. This was added to Fortnite in Chapter 1, Season 1, and you can pick it up for 500 V-Bucks. There is a reason why this has been so tryhard and popular for such a long time, and that is because this is so simplistic and in a weird way has nothing exciting about it at all. I guess that means that you can really only spend 500 V-Bucks and just get one pickaxe in Fortnite and never have to worry about buying another pickaxe again because you can use this with every single one in your locker. Obviously, if you did buy a detailed pickaxe, then it's not going to work with all of your favorite skins, but the Icebreaker definitely will. I feel like that is so cool to see. I'm honestly so surprised that there are so many pros and streamers still using this today, and it does feature in the store like once a week as well. So if you guys don't already own it, you will literally have to wait a week and then you will be able to buy it. You might have to wait a little bit longer though to get something like the Love Lawn, but I still feel like this is a pickaxe worth buying in Fortnite today. It did come in a bundle and it did set you back around $4, but it should be added back to the store very soon, and there is one reason why this has been so tryhard in Fortnite today, and that is because it looks pretty much identical to the Axe of Champions. The Axe of Champions is the pickaxe given out to FNCS winners, and Fortnite knew how much hype and how much excitement there was around the Axe of Champions, so they decided to add a pickaxe to the game in a bundle that looked pretty much identical to it, and the Love Lawn was that pickaxe. I'm a big fan of this. I feel like a lot of pros and streamers that used to own the Axe of Champions have been using the Love Lawn, and that is only going to help increase the popularity of this. So if you guys have been using it, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Let's move on guys, and next up we have the trusty number 2. I feel like it has been a while since we've talked about a Battle Pass pickaxe, but the trusty number 2 is a pickaxe that we just had to talk about in this video. It was first added back during Chapter 1, Season 3. It was the Tier 100 pickaxe that came to the game with the Reaper skin, and this is part of one of the most iconic combos in the history of the game. awesome. It is one of the most try-hard items we are ever going to see. There are so many people that wish they could own this pickaxe, but obviously they're never going to be able to because it is part of a battle pass. There is no doubt though that this has been one of the best pickaxes we have ever seen in Fortnite, and if you guys are lucky enough to own this, then I hope you have been using it because it is very easy to forget about some of these OG pickaxes. One pickaxe that I'm sure you guys won't forget about though is the Axe of Champions. Yes guys, we mentioned this a little bit earlier on, but the Axe of Champions is a pickaxe given out to everyone that wins FNCS in Fortnite. Basically, if you win the world's biggest tournament in Fortnite, you get given this pickaxe for free, and you only get to keep it for 1 season. But this is basically a reward for being one of the best players in the world. There are only like 30 people in the world right now that actually own this, which is so insane. I think it is an amazing pickaxe, and hopefully a lot of you guys are trying to own this in the future because that would just be such a cool accomplishment. I am way too much of a bot to ever be able to own this, but one pickaxe that I do actually own is the Harley Hitter. Now, even though this isn't as tryhard as something like the Axe of Champions, I feel like it is a lot more popular, so we just had to include this on the list as well. It has arguably been one of the best collab pickaxes in the game as well. It was first added back during Chapter 2, Season 1, and you can pick this up for 800 V-Bucks. So even though it isn't as good as the Axe of Champions, which is free, the fact that everyone can buy this just makes it a little bit better in my opinion. I've seen so many people using this. Mr. Savage has pretty much only used this pickaxe since Chapter 2, Season 1, which is actually kind of crazy, but it works with every single skin in the game, regardless of if you are using a tryhard skin, a meme skin, a thick boy skin, or just a default Fortnite skin. This is going to match it so well. But unfortunately guys, it isn't good enough to be the best pickaxe in the history of the game and the most tryhard pickaxe right now, and that is because we have to talk about the Leviathan axe. This is without a doubt the most tryhard pickaxe in the game right now, and the best pickaxe that you guys need to own if you are a tryhard player. It does set you back 1,000 V-Bucks and hasn't really featured in the store that often, but it does look like it might actually feature in the store in the future. I would love for more people to own this, even though it wouldn't be as rare as it is today. It is just such a good pickaxe that it deserves to be used by more players. It does have a custom animation. It is reactive as well, which just makes it even better. And basically, the more times you swing this pickaxe, the more ice actually features on the blade, which is really cool. I haven't really seen too many other pickaxes that have a better design than this. It is just so tryhard in Fortnite right now, and I hope you guys do actually own it. But there you guys go. That is my video talking about the 34 best Fortnite pickaxes that only tryhards own. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite, and I'll see you guys in the next video.